Hey guys, okay, I have this flip for you. I've completed this journal, and I did say in a previous video that I wouldn't finish this journal until I'd done my bigger journal. That hasn't happened because my creative instinct has been to go to this journal, so I've just allowed myself to do it and ended up completing it in under a month. So because it's a tall journal, it's up to 12 inches. I have to handhold this, so I'm sorry about if I'm going to wobble you a lot. This is made out of packaging board. I bound it with my binder tool and put in a load of different papers, as you'll see as we go through. Then I covered the binding with this strip of black leather that I painted and distressed an off creamy colour to match these roses that I got from a bracelet. And then this is part of an old belt that I cut up and stuck it on there. Okay, this is going to be a relatively quick flip to try and keep it in under time. So if you have any questions, let me know, or just pause it if I'm going too fast for you. So these are old ATCs that a lot have found a home actually in this journal, so I'll point them out when we go through. This is an old quote. This is my first page. And the second, that's another quote from Louisa May Alcott about dreams. That's very nice. And this is an ink pad face that I did with an ink pad. If you want to see how to do that, I've done a tutorial on that. Bit of fabric, some ephemera. This is the Fight Border Manifesto. This came with the zine that I purchased from Etsy because I quite like personal zines, and I just liked this sentiment in it, so I journaled it. And this is a little zine in here that I did because of my crappy handwriting. I didn't want my crappy handwriting in it, so it's a good way, little mini books are a good way to hide your own handwriting if you don't want it in. This is an envelope that my best friend gave me for a homemade card or whatever she gave me, so I stuck that in there. This page is inspired by "The Journey is the Destination," that Vellum quote, and this is rope. And this page I've shown before, resin chocolate embellishment. That says "Finding Inspiration" with a fairy image that I really like. This is an ATC envelope. There's the ATC on an old ATC on the back, and I decided to make a little book for it. Sorry, I'm going to have to do this one-handed. Bear with me. So this says, "You do not realise how far you've come until you look behind." So because it's old ATCs, I thought that was appropriate, and an old clock. A bit of journaling in there as well, and I just found that book by sticking the signatures together. And a bit of journaling and another old ATC. This I did with Prismacolor pencils, but they didn't really work very well because this is a textured watercolour paper. But it says loose because I drew that really freehand in only a few minutes. And then this is a pastel. I did her with the cheap pastels. I don't know if you can see the detailing on it. This is another envelope that I just got from some packaging that I thought was too charms getting stuck, too well made to throw away. And I put an envelope, a window in it, an acetate image so you can see through. I've got some artwork to put in here that I've not actually done that yet, so sorry about that. It's the only thing in here that isn't finished. Back of it got this is French vintage text paper. I think this is Madame Bovary, and then vintage watch. This is some more ephemera. This is a watercolour background that I did, and then these bunnies I didn't do. They're ephemera from 1940. which I thought was really nice, so I just did the background to kind of match in with the look of them. More watercolour. Then this side was quite fun. This is messy. All these tags. I took one colour from this one and put it into that, and I took the colour from there. You know, so each of them are tied in with the next. And then I just put these ribbons on that match the colour of the butterfly. It's the quickest way to turn over all of them. Come on. Now this page I really had to rein myself in, because I did so much in the background. This page to me doesn't feel finished, but I had to say no, this is finished, because it's so busy. And using my own handwriting, just as, you know, my crappy handwriting is embellishment, I was just, ugh. But it's very freeing, I have to admit, just to say, this is my handwriting, leave it, don't, you know, embellish it anymore. And it's very freeing to do that, I have to admit. So that says dream board. That's up here says what I want, and then this is another one that I did with ink pads, and then I went over it with glossy paint in her hair to give her a bit of shine. Not sure if you can see in this light. There you go, glossy, glossy. And this background had a lot of work on it as well, and then I went and stuck this on it. So it's a bit of a waste of time really, but it was enjoyable. Here's a mermaid. Finding her hidden gems. This is an old, kind of feel like I've grown out of this old girly kind of stage, but I thought a bit of a homage to it in this. And this is an ephemera text page I just made into a rose. And that's a quick doodle. This is a page about London, because I had some images, so I made it into a collage. About, this is a quote from Samuel Johnson that I adapted. This is me just playing with angles and a lot of different pens. The journal. And these scraps, this is I used for a stencil. Just a Martha Stewart punch, I used it for a stencil for something else. Doodling. Just a bit of watercolour. Oops. I just wanted to do some wire work on this page, so that's why I turned into that. And this, oh, I created such a mess with this page. This bottle exploded on me, as you can see, and all the pages stuck together. So that's why that page is created mess. And then this is another one of the, sorry, someone's sneezing in the background. This is another one of the ink pad faces. And then finally, this is an envelope that I've sealed my secrets in, and I've taped it up so nobody should ever be able to get in unless they ruin my journal. Ha ha ha. Okay, so that's it. That's my latest journal, and if things keep going the way they have been, you'll have a few more flips in the next month or two. So I hope you liked it, and thanks for watching. Bye bye.